Okay, remember what I said about boiling this, and I suggested 10 minutes. Well, what I did was I went ahead and did it for 20 minutes, and I'm actually going to turn it off right now. So, again, from the time the water starts boiling, I had started the timer at 10 minutes, but then I noticed that the pods in there, the chili pods, they weren't soft enough. So I left them in there for another 10 minutes, totaling 20 minutes. You can go a little bit longer if you want. This is fine for me. I'm not going to leave them here any longer. But I heard you can leave them here, 30 minutes up to an hour. But main thing is you want to get these soft, so that way when you put them in the blender, they blend really well. Speaking of the blender, I'm going to go ahead and transfer over the pods. And let's put them in the blender. And again, what you're gonna do is once you transfer these over, you will use some of the water. And you don't want to add too much water because you don't want your red sauce to be watery. And like I said, you can always add water, but you can't take the water out. So we got two more. What I'm looking for is the clove. I don't think I really want to blend it. I was just using it just here, so let's see if I can find it in here. We may have already tossed it inside the blender. Alright, well, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with adding it in the blender. That's just me. I think I see it right there. And there it is. The clove. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here. I don't want to blend it, and that's just me. That's my preference. So, all right. So let's go ahead and walk over here, and you have the Roma tomato, the fourth of an onion. Actually, this is probably smaller than a fourth, but you kind of get the idea. Like a silver dollar size of a onion. So you're not putting the entire onion, it's just, part of it. And then I'm going to do 1 clove of garlic. So there's the onion, the garlic, and then the tomato. Over here, I have the oregano and pepper. It's like a fourth of, I guess, teaspoon of each. So just add it in there. And I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab me a measuring cup here. Hopefully it doesn't melt in the hot water, boiling water. I'm gonna probably add I don't know, 3/4 of a cup. And then we'll go ahead and put the lid. It's already plugged in, so all we gotta do is just set it and forget it. Alright, make sure everything's closed up here. Alright, so let's go ahead and blend it. And then if it needs more water, then we add more water to it. Damn. Alright, I'm kind of nervous thinking I may have added too much water to it. But let's give it a shot. It's only one way to find out. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit the... I'm going to do the smoothie. And then once it's blended, we're going to strain it. Shake this a little bit. Now I'm going to hit the mix button. Alright, now let's do the smoothie. Let's see how the pulse works. That one was the dice chop salsa, and then we'll do the grind and grate. All right, and then one last time, I'm gonna hit the smoothie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to give it a taste and see if we need to add anything. Actually, you know what? I didn't even add salt to this thing. Forgot about my salt. And of course the salt is just it's to taste whatever you like. So I'm just gonna I'm just shaking the and I'll probably add some more, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain this thing and And then I'm gonna put it over here for about 10 minutes, and just until it reaches simmer. That releases the flavor. But anyway, back to this. The consistency of this seems a little too, for my liking, it might be a little too thick. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Alright. And then we'll add this thing back on. Put it back up here. And then make sure everything's secure. The lid. And let's do the smoothie. Once again, remove it and do your taste test. If you feel like you need to add a little bit more salt, then by all means, add some more salt. If you want to add some more water, because if you feel like it's too thick, then by all means. All right. I'm trying to figure out what I taste there. I don't know if I should add some more water to this. Let me grab a spoon real quick. All right. Alright, so let's see. Should we add some more water? Sure, why not? Alright, so that's probably at a cup and a 1 cup and a quarter for those of you who are counting. Again, let's go ahead and secure this. Add it back to the machine there. And let's mix it. It looks a little bit better. I mean, you can tell by when it's blending, it looks a little bit, I guess, not as thick. So what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it as so. And let's go over here to the strainer, which I already have set up. And all you're gonna do is just transfer it over like so. Alright, so what we're gonna do is go back and get my spoon, and so we can kind of move that around. And once it's strained, you're gonna see what's left, which is all this stuff that you really don't want. Let me go ahead and pause the video, and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is what's left over after you strain. And that's why it's very important that you do this part is you don't want all this. Dang it. That sucks. Alright. What I was saying is you don't want all that stuff in there, but it's alright. We'll just go ahead and let it seep out once again. And this is why we do these videos, so you guys can see these things. And this is going to be unedited, uncut. So this is the way it should be, because we're all learning together. That's why we're watching these videos. This is why I'm making this video. That should be good. Alright. So we'll go ahead and remove this, or move it off to the side. Maybe put it back on there. And then this is your salsa right there. Looks a little bit watery for me. I think maybe we added too much water, but it is what it is. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is I've had this thing on low heat. So I'm going to now transfer this over here. And then we'll let this simmer. And this is where you can add some more salt if you want. The simmer is brings out the flavors. So I want to raise the heat up a little bit. And once this starts to simmer, of course you're gonna stir it around. We can move this remaining water out of the way. We'll bring it over here to the countertop. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this empty pan over here. And this is what I'm gonna do. And of course this is my method. So once this comes to a simmer, again you can add salt to your liking. You'll dip the corn tortilla in there, and then you're gonna bring your corn tortilla and you're gonna put it on this pan here. Of course I'm already warming it up. You don't want it too high. Maybe just, like a low medium maybe. So anyways, when you dip your tortilla in here, you're gonna transfer it over here. You're gonna let it I guess simmer or heat up in this hot pan with a little bit of oil, and then you'll flip it, and then you take it out, and then you add your whatever you want to fill it with. In this case I'm going to do it with some Queso Fresco, which I already have inside the refrigerator. And yeah, just going to wait for this to simmer, and should be it. Okay, once you get the sauce to simmer like so, and you've already added, if you wanted to add more salt, then this is what you want. This is where we want to be at. You get your tortilla. Just want to make sure that's, maybe want to crank up the heat a little bit on this one. So you're gonna get your tortilla and bring them over here. See if I can make some room. Gotta get rid of some more stuff. All right. So set that off over there. Let's get some tongs over here. You know what? Let me get a plate as well. And again, this is live, man. This is the way we do it. All right. So let's get a tortilla. Let's go ahead and just toss it in there, like so. And then you're gonna transfer it just like that over here. Dang it, this one just broke. All right, so don't grab it too much from the tip like I did. and just repeat the process. So you're gonna let that guy kind of do its thing while this one's over here bathing. Flip it. And this is exactly what you want. And then you'll flip it. And you'll bring this one back over here. Grab this one. And these things get slippery. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off right here. I'm gonna let these kind of do their little thing. Crank it up a little bit more. And this part right here, it's completely optional. You can just dip it, the tortilla in there, and then just from here you can bring it straight to the plate, and then just add your queso fresco. That's not a problem. All right, let me go ahead and kind of keep an eye on these. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand while you're recording with the other, so let me pause it real quick. I'm gonna take them out, put them on the plate, and then add the queso fresco. All right, so this is the final product. You got the queso fresco inside, and then I sprinkle it on top as well. On this one over here, I added the crema mexicana, which is a table cream. And again, you can stuff this with whatever you want, and if you want other types of cheese, but this is the cheese that I chose, and I'm gonna give it a little taste test, see how it tastes. And these things are good. Came out real good. I'm gonna try some here with the with that table cream. Let me see how that one tastes. Delicious. This is real good, guys. I know maybe it doesn't look appealing because it's on a paper plate. It's messy. But hey, man, I'm not here to try to win an award. I'm just here to try to make some food that tastes good. And let me tell you, follow the directions. And man, you're gonna like them. This one came out a little weird. I think what happened with this one, if you look at it, how the tortilla's all messed up, I left it in the sauce a little too long. So what you want to do is when you get the tortilla, you dip it in the sauce, and then you flip it, and then you take it out and put it in the other pan with a little bit of oil, and then just fry it. Yeah, otherwise it's gonna get too soggy like this one. But dang, the taste is there. The sauce came out really good. Give it a shot. You guys will not be disappointed. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and go for it. Try it. Again, it's gonna taste good. Guarantee it. Thanks for watching. And for those of you who are on lunch break, time to get back to work. Peace.